Hey, Soul Circle. Thank you to all of you, everybody that is joining me tonight. Just like last week, tonight is a very, 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 very special show. Tonight is PHI Moms. That's the sorority I hate, but I love. And moms, as you know, and anybody who gets my posts, who have heard me talk, moms is mothers of murdered sons and daughters united incorporated. And so that's PHI Moms. It's a sorority. It's mothers. I hate when somebody is a member of moms. I hate that you're a member of moms, but I love the group and I love their mission and what they set out to do. So everybody, relax. Take a seat, light your incense, drink your tea, drink your water. Just make yourself real comfortable, because tonight and I could go on forever about moms, right? So, there's two things that I feel very, very, very deeply for, and it's moms, and then it's the journey continues, which is the breast cancer mission. They have a breast cancer support group mission for African American women in the community. So those two things. But tonight is moms, and we have a it's real up in here, right? So you just heard the little mopeds and the little bikes going up the street, but we keep it real on That's My Song with me, your host Desiree. But tonight we have a very special co-host, guest host that's linking up with us tonight. And tonight we have Keke. Keke, tell everybody, I said hello.
Hello. My name is Keke Collins.
And Soul Circle, we're going to get into a real deep conversation. I just want to make sure that, we definitely understand what moms is all about. The plague of violence is just all around us, right? So I hate when people try to put a value on violence, right? So if it's in government actor, right? So if it's the police, somehow that makes it worse than, your loved one that's murdered in the streets by somebody in the community. Well, that's wrong. Like, it's all wrong. All of it is wrong. If your loved one is murdered by a government actor, if your loved one is murdered by someone in the community, if your loved one is murdered, that right there says enough. Of course, enough is enough, but that says enough. So with the moms, let me just start off by saying moms was started about, would you say, Keke, like about 8 years ago? By the founder, Daphne Alston. And Daphne Alston started Moms because her son was murdered. And it was her love for her son, trying to find justice for her son, that she started this group, because this plague of violence, where mothers are crying the way they are crying, and fathers, like brothers, I'm not trying to leave y'all out at all, right? But we do need one of y'all to stand up and start, because there are fathers out here that, that they lost their son, they lost their daughter to violence. But fathers, I'm giving you the charge mission right now, because Moms is up, and there are other organizations out here. Moms is up, and you have the women that are certainly marching, because they didn't carry that child for 9 months for nothing, right? So, and you, brothers, the men, y'all loved that child. You might not have carried the child for 9 months, but you loved that child as well. So I'm giving you that charge and that mission. But yeah, so Moms was started about 8 years ago, and a very meaningful mission with moms. So the Moms mission is they will address the escalation and causes of homicide, provide educational, spiritual, and clinical support to mothers and survivors who have been impacted by homicide. Moms will increase general awareness of indicators and behavior that fosters a culture of violence. Do I need to repeat that, y'all? A culture. There's a culture of violence, and engage the community in violence prevention activities. I mean, their motto is enough is enough, because enough is enough. But here with our very beautiful co-host, Keke, tell us how you came across Moms.
It was at the end of August, I believe. I was searching for some type of support.
End of August when?
I'm sorry, it was 2016.
Okay.
I apologize. The end of August 2016, which was almost a month after my son was murdered on July 31st, 2016. And because he was murdered in Anne Arundel County, I didn't have anyone knocking down my door to give me any support, basically. So I reached out to a friend of mine who lost her son that February prior to my son, and she had just talked to Cornelius, who is the CEO?
Executive director.
Director, okay, of Moms. And I called him right away, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. She has been stomping and marching and using her voice to stop this, to stop violence, right? So if I know y'all were listening, right? You were listening. She said, okay, so her son was murdered, and then she had a friend whose son was murdered. Like, y'all, for real, enough is certainly enough. Why is it that you can just, have a friend in your friends where they suffered the same tragedy that you did, as in you losing your child? Like, it shouldn't be so commonplace. It shouldn't be so, every day, everybody you come across, 1 out of 4 people will suffer this tragedy. It should not be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. But y'all heard how Keke came across Moms. And so right now, for That's My Song, some of you were introduced to this song last week, but I need for y'all to listen to it again. This song is Teeny Tucker, I Wish We Could Go Back. And this reminds me of the mothers.
There's a storm coming, like a rushing mighty rain. Well, you better be prepared. Don't know when the storm will end. Leaves and tree limbs falling, covering all of the ground. Well, I tried walking through the puddles that the storm left around. Deep puddles after the storm, that's the way I love me. We could go back. I wanna go back. I gotta go back, yeah, to before the storm began. As I stare into his sprinkle and the puddle that they bring, 'cause then I realize it will never be the same. Ooh.
So Soul Circle, that was Teeny Tucker. I wish we could go back. And again, why that's my song for this particular session, as we link up. Like, I just kind of feel like, for the mothers, like most mothers are like, I wish I could go back to, the day before you were taken from me. I wish I could go back to the 9 months that I carried you. I wish I could go back to, when my child, was here with me. I wish we could go back, because it is a storm. Like, when all of this goes down, it's like a storm, like a for real storm. And you standing out there with no umbrella, no type of rain gear, and lightning is just coming all around you. And again, I don't know, but just from looking at the mothers, I just feel like, it's a storm and it's just swirling around them, and it's up to, them to deal with this plague of violence. I mean, what you think?
No, everything you said is like right on the money. Everything you said is my thoughts exactly. And we do wish we can go back to the day before. We wish we can go back to when they were here with us. And it's
I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again.